Welcome to another Actual Cool video. I'm here at the Absolute Tower condominium. One of the landmarks of the city is 6 degrees Celsius, 42 Fahrenheit, and we're going to do a walk through Mississauga Valley neighborhood. So I did a walk recently in this area, showing the Absolute condominiums. There's about 5 of them. The one to my right is actually, it's a pretty good look. Look at this way. This one is 60 Absolute Tower, and the one behind it's 50. And there's only 2 that really have the undulating design. But this is not part of the walk. We're just starting over here. We're actually going to Mississauga Valley neighborhood, which is a very unique, actually really unique neighborhood. It was built in the 80s, and it's very mixed in terms of its housing. So we're at we're at Brentthorpe, Ontario, probably maybe the second busiest intersection. I think Ontario and Dundas is probably busier, in my opinion. You can see the restaurant downtown skyline. So there's a lot of we're gonna go take a left over here. So we saw the other Absolute Tower buildings. I think that's 70. So there's 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. No, 50, 60, 70, 80, yeah, and 90. So there's 3 towers. You check out my Square One South walk. I talk more about the building complex and stuff like that. What I like about this complex is they have townhouses on the left side too, so people don't want to live in an apartment. They want a bigger space. Maybe they have a bigger family. They have the units for you. And again, it's like right next to Square One. But yeah, so we're going to be going towards Mississauga Valley neighborhood, which is on this side. So this is on that side. As you notice, all those older residential buildings. That is part of the Mississauga Valley neighborhood. Oh, yeah, there's an entrance for this building on this side as well. It's for 70 Absolute Tower. So we're gonna go down Brentthorpe, and then we're gonna take a right on Arista, and we'll do a little walk around it. It's as I was saying, it's very mixed. There's a lot of apartments, condos, old school apartments, which are actually really nice because I do Uber Eats delivery on the side, and I've delivered to many of these apartments on this side. And they don't look the nicest from the outside, but in the inside they've been renovated. So you have more townhouses on this side. Only thing these townhouses don't have is like a backyard. But I wonder if they have like a balcony or something to get a little private oasis in the city. So we are on Brentthorpe, and if you go left, it's Absolute Way or Absolute Avenue. On the right, it's Arista. So we're gonna take a right. We're gonna go towards Arista. That building over there is the Knapp Center, right there. Really nice building on the side. There's also like a bike lane down that way. We have some more office buildings down that way. Like the sunlight is beating on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this light is really long. So everything on the southeast corner of Burnthorpe and Ontario is part of Mississauga Valley neighborhood. There's a lot of debate on where the neighborhood boundaries start, because Mississauga isn't as, like, you know, people aren't as, you know, proud of the neighborhoods in Mississauga as they are in Toronto. So I've looked online to see where boundaries start, and most people say the boundaries from Mississauga Boulevard or Mississauga Valley Boulevard starts at Burnthorpe in Ontario in the southeast corner. That's a really long light. Okay, 3 seconds on that side. And it's a city that's developing, so it's gonna, the boundaries are gonna change. There'll be new neighborhoods that will be built, so it's gonna change quite a bit.
People like eating, right?
Yeah, now we are officially in the Mississauga Valley neighborhood. As you can tell, it's like there's a lot of condos and apartments, high rise. It's a lot of density. Unfortunately, not as much retail. When these buildings were constructed, this is like the time, this is the age where, like, you know, putting condos in a park with nothing around it was very popular, like having parking lots and big green spaces, which is a good thing. But also, there's a lot of wasted land that they could have used to add more density to the area. So I'm gonna keep going down Arista. I'll take a right here. I'm not too sure if I can cut across that way. Because they were coming from the school of, like, suburban houses. So, like, you know, suburban houses have big front lawns. So apartments need big front lawns for some reason. I'm not against any parks, but, like, you know, having more concentrated parks, more density would have probably been better for this neighborhood. They could have definitely built more apartments in the area. I used to work in this area. I used to work at a grocery store, and I did notice, like, there's a lot more density, not including apartments, but a lot of townhouse complexes, which are not the best to deliver to. So we're at Kenneth Crescent. We'll take a right. Like these big parking garages that are outside of the they're not underground. Well, technically this one's a little bit more underground, but I'm guessing maybe back in the 80s it was a bit harder to build underground parking garages like it is nowadays. Nowadays it's pretty easy. A majority of these are rental units. Some of them you can buy in certain areas. But honestly, like, with how close Square One is and how much it's developing, the downtown Square One area, the rent is probably going to go up a lot in this area. There's a little gazebo. It's 6 degrees out, but feels a lot colder. Yeah, if you notice, like, the Absolute Towers, they were able to pack in a lot of condos in a very small area. But these are way more spread out, so it's a lot longer walks. Yeah, it's a lot longer walks to get to, like, you know, bus stations or bus stops, which requires you to have a car. But the issue is, like, if you want to create a high density area, The whole point is to, like, for people not to use cars, or like use it as an option. So this is the main Connect Center building. Well, I'll take a little walk inside. It's definitely the tallest building in the whole complex. Yeah, absolutely massive. And this is the one that I delivered to. It's a very nice front lobby. I was not expecting that. From the outside, it looked really old. It's private property, so I can't really go in and record too much. So we got some tennis courts. Just get good amenities. Don't see any basketball courts. I wonder if these convert. Probably not. This is cool, this little bridge. I don't know what's going on over here.
I'm hot.
I didn't look into how much the rent is. I'm assuming it's probably pretty high because of the vicinity to Square One. So all of these apartments are backing on to her Ontario, and there's not a single retail option for these people. They have to go further west towards downtown Square One, which I think is they messed up on that. I get it, if you want more of an open, spacious, green, apartment complex, obviously have it, but at least on the main street, on Ontario, add a few shops so people on her Ontario can actually use it. And plus now the LRT is coming by her Ontario, and there's absolutely no LRT. Imagine, there's no LRT. There's absolutely no shops, so people won't go to that location to get stuff. So it doesn't make any sense, and it's kind of hard to change it back to a more retail oriented area because everything's so spread apart. Then a tennis court. Maybe they can do it, but they definitely missed out on an opportunity to make this neighborhood a little bit more walkable. If they did have some rental, some more retail units, then like grocery store, because they could definitely support it. Because look at the amount of condos or apartments that we walk by. They could definitely support something. Because these people got to get into a car and they got to go, drive a little bit further, or they could just walk there. Look at all this surface parking. They could easily put another condominium down there. Easily add more density. A lot of the designs are very stark, brown and beige. Not the nicest looking buildings, but I think this is around the time where brutalist architecture was really popular. So brutalist architecture was I think a French, I think it was made by a French guy, and it was all about simplicity and not worrying about making buildings look pretty. So it's what do we need? We just need windows and that's it, balconies, nothing else. Don't make it look nice. Some more tennis courts. So we're hitting Mississauga Valley Boulevard, which is like the main thoroughfare for the entire neighborhood. It's actually a ring road, so it's like a complete circle. Like you can just go around. And it's interesting because most of Mississauga is very like, you know, gridded system, like, you know, just like horizontal and you know, perpendicular. But this neighborhood's a lot more curvy and a lot of curved roads. We'll take it right here. This is Mississauga Valley. This is only a small section of the neighborhood because the neighborhood is it's really big. It goes all the way to Cawthra and Dundas. That's like the one corner. It's a massive neighborhood, but this is the most dense area, most unique looking part, because a lot of it is obviously townhomes and also a lot of single attached, semi-attached houses built in the 80s. So it's Elm Street Drive. Here we are coming up to some of the only retail in the area. And we're across the street. I think we're coming up to Central Parkway, which is another more curvy road. Actually, it's kind of like a U. It goes through the U. It goes from where is it? It starts at Credit View Road and it's just across 403. It turns into Central Parkway and then curves into downtown Mississauga and then turns left and then becomes, I think, Tompkin Road when it crosses 403 or Kennedy, one of those. I'll probably put like a probably put an image in there. But yeah, this area is very curvy. Central Parkway is also where Bloor Street starts. So the famous Toronto Street starts actually with Mississauga. And it's a very interesting junction. It's like a tri-point. It's not like a full four point intersection. It's more like a tri-point. It's kind of far from where we're at. I gotta cross the street so I don't die. So this is the only retail in this area. It's kind of sad for the amount of density this place has. Like look at the amount of apartments, the amount of people who live in this area, and they got one retail location. So we get a Metro. So there's a main grocery store for all these people. This looks new. Did they add this recently? It looks like it's under construction. So we got a Subway, a laundromat, makes sense. Big amount of apartments in this area. And they got pizza. And then what else we got? We got a convenience store, makes sense. And I think this is part of the Metro, I think. Or is this a pharmacy? Oh, there's no branding. Is it weird? Start selling Christmas trees. You get a tiny one for $32. You get a big one for $52. It's not bad actually. Okay, so it's a Shoppers Drug Mart. That's what that was. I guess they're just they're, you can tell because it says yeah, on that sign. You guys can't see it, but it says Shoppers Drug Mart. But yeah, I guess they're just updating all the signs. So we're at Central Parkway. Let me see how much more. I haven't really planned how far I'm gonna go on this walk. You know, I'll cut towards Ontario. Just look at that. Look at that view. Literally, look at all this density. Look at all these condos and apartments, and there's one grocery store and one pizza. It's ridiculous. So again, this area is very mixed in terms of like, you know, housing. So we got some more townhomes on the side. So again, look at all this density. They got apartments, they got townhomes, but like one plaza for their shopping needs. It literally makes no sense at all. I don't even know what street I turned down. Oh yeah, Mississauga Valley Boulevard. So again, this is another ring road street, so it connects together. It's like the main road, pretty much like goes around like in a circle. It's very interesting. You don't see many, like where the part that I live in Churchill Meadows area. It's like literally straight lines, no curves at all. I think we're getting closer to more of the single detached, semi-detached houses. These are like the townhomes, which are really dense, but also there's a lot of obviously backyard space for people. So it's not too packed in for people who don't want to live in apartments. Look at this entire, it's got a huge pile of leaves. That's how you know it falls over. So this complex is called 41 Mississauga Valley Boulevard, and look at the amount of units they have in such a small piece of land. I'm guessing like maybe 1,000 or like 15,000 square feet, which is pretty decent size for like a small family, small to medium sized family. I think we're getting closer to, I want to show more of the single detached houses, and then I'll probably go back on Ontario, turn around. See how long we can go for. Oh, we can go about for 25 minutes. Got some more tennis courts. Decent sized park. We got some more urban style townhomes on the left side. Some semi-detached on the right. Let's go check my map to see where I am exactly. So we're on the second battery now. I forgot I was talking about. I totally blanked. Some more. These are more single detached houses. Oh no, double. Sorry, not single detached. What are they called? Semi-detached houses on the right side. Okay, so we got some more retail for Mississauga Valley neighborhood. We got Church's Chicken, which is a really famous chicken shop in America. I know that. I have not tried it yet. I should probably try it, but I've never come to this area, so I don't know how I'll try it. We got In-N-Out Oil and Tires, which kind of seems too familiar to In-N-Out Burger out in California. The sky looks incredible today. Like a light blue red. This is like get a fire station, inside the fire station, and more townhomes on that side. I don't think I'll make it. Yeah, I'll make it. So on this side of the street, it's considered Fairview, the neighborhood of Fairview, and on this side it's Mississauga Valley neighborhood. Fairview is a little more suburban, a little more single detached houses, semi-detached houses, a few condos though. You see on the far left side. But Mississauga Valley is definitely a little more urban than Fairview. We do have a condo that's being built on this side. albacondos.com. A lot of the land that's going to be on Ontario Street is going to get gobbled up, and people are going to start developing buildings on there. Hopefully there's some retail. There's some retail on the bottom to help support the building. Let's see what it says. So a change has been proposed for this land. A development application has been submitted by the City of Mississauga to amend the official plan zoning bylaw. Application seeks to have a 36-story mixed-use development. Nice. Mixed use, so that means there's going to be retail. So it's going to be 460 dwellings, 270 square meters of ground floor, commercial floor area, and 359 parking spaces within a 6-level underground park. Okay, that's good. I think that's probably the reason they changed the bylaws. It's probably the bylaw before for this area, or the zoning law, was that you're only allowed to build residential apartments in this area. And then maybe then they decide, okay, now we're building the LR2 down the middle of the road, so let's add some more retail. Feel like a mid-rise. Okay, I gotta stop recording the video for a second. Sorry about that, I had a phone call I had to take. Okay, let's keep going. So we're getting close to Central Parkway. On the left side, you can see the new City condos right over there. You guys can see it. We got one of the biggest SO gas stations I've ever seen. Look at the amount of cops there. So we're back. Okay, so that area is getting developed on the left side. There's a board over there. I can't tell, maybe it might be condos and retail, probably again. This area will definitely be bought up, this land. Okay, so we're at the corner of Central Parkway and Ontario. There's a pretty famous restaurant called Wally's Family Restaurant. Great burgers and stuff like that. Almost got into a fight with a Scottish guy. Well, I didn't get into a fight with him, but like I was hanging out with some friends at Wally's, and there's some other people like sitting at the table across from us, and the Scottish guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" Oh no, I can't do a good Scottish accent. And then just to fuck with him, or sorry, just to mess with him, I said like, "I can't understand you," and then he was like, "I'm speaking English," man. He got so pissed. It was funny. I'll remember Wally's for that. Feels a lot colder than 6 degrees, definitely. Doesn't feel like 6 degrees. Cold. It's super duper windy out too, so I'm pretty sure the mic's getting bombarded by wind sounds. Sorry about that. So we got some more condominiums popping up over here. This is still, yeah, this part's considered Fairview. Like you notice on this side, it's super dense, a lot of condos, a lot of retail. This area, only condominiums, no retail at all. So I'm guessing this area is gonna go over here to get their needs in terms of, you know, food and stuff like that. Convenience stores. I remember this is one of the first ever condominiums built in Mississauga, like modern ones with the glass skyscrapers and towers and stuff like that. And after that, it's just like they started popping up everywhere. I think I'm gonna get the cold. The nose is starting to drool. So you got some retail in the bottom, convenience store. Again, look at all this space in the front of, like, look at all this like wasted land. Like in front of this apartment, they could easily put some 2-3 story retail buildings in front of here, and they would be fine. Why do apartments need such a big front lawn? It doesn't make any sense. I get about, I get like having a big park, but like it just seems like a lot of wasted space, a lot of wasted density. They easily line this entire street on the right side with new retail buildings, or like okay, we're getting close to Brentford Road. $4:53. Okay, we're good. Probably another 10 minutes. Oh, there's an ad for the Ontario LRT. 18 kilometers of rapid transit, 18 kilometers zipping by cars. Yeah, Ontario's. For Ontario, the person who does deliveries, Ontario is not the worst. It's not the best street, honestly. Oh, there's so much traffic. This is probably never get built again, an office tower in this part of the neighborhood. Again, if you want some retail, you want to get stuff done, like dentistry, get food, do groceries, stuff like that, you gotta come to the side of Ontario. This side is completely barren. Just the fence. Like, I don't know, I guess it was just a different time, man. In the 1980s, it's just everything was about the car. Even like their ideas about apartments were all about the car. Oh man, the wind is smacking me in the face right now. The Delta Hotel Marriott, one of the only hotels in the area. They could definitely use a few more, maybe 2 more hotels. I'm trying to think if there's any more in the area, but I think this might be the only one. This is ridiculous. Look, they got 4 lanes on this side. They got 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going the other way, and there's still 4 lanes that they've taken away. It's insane. don't know if you guys ever heard of the term of strode. Strode is just like a massive road. That's supposed to be a street and also a road. Because I remember there used to be a huge like median in the middle, and they used to have trees. I think the median was like already like 2 lanes wide. So they usually have two rail tracks for the LRT, and also have 3 lanes for cars as well. But I think they're gonna make it just 2 by 2, 4 lanes altogether, 2 going one way, 2 going the other way, with 2 LRT tracks, and then huge bike lanes, just to take back some of the road from the car. I'm going to end the video over there near the Morguard building. Station. Definitely not 6 degrees. It feels a lot colder. This Mercedes is not going. Okay. Walk. It is cold. I remember I walked by here earlier, but I didn't record it. But like they're building a bike lane on the sidewalk. Definitely don't want to bike on Burthorpe Road because you're gonna die for sure. All right, let me get a little bit further away from the traffic, the car sounds, and then I can exit the video. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate that you guys for joining me in this Mississauga Valley neighborhood walk. Enjoying some of the sights and sounds in one of Mississauga's more unique neighborhoods with a lot of high density but no retail. But it's definitely a neighborhood that could become better with more improvements like the LRT and adding more buildings for retail and better businesses. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel. And it's really windy. You guys have a great day. Peace.